Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Now, if you're currently working in the UK as a nursing assistant, a nurse, or a doctor, and you're looking at transitioning into non-clinical roles within the NHS, then you definitely want to stick to this video till the end. Now, in this video, I'm going to share with you different non-clinical job roles within the healthcare sector and how you can leverage on those opportunities if you're looking at moving from healthcare jobs to clinical jobs within the healthcare space. Now, different people have different reasons why they probably want to do this, probably because of flexibility on the job and having to do something totally different from working within the clinical space within the healthcare sector. There are so many other opportunities that you can explore, so I will talk about the different job roles you can explore, the skill set you might need to spend some time and resources to build competency on, and how you can effortlessly transition from healthcare into tech roles or administrative roles within the healthcare space. So if this is something you'd like to know more about, don't go anywhere, keep watching till the end. And if you're coming across my channel for the very first time, on this channel I share everything UK immigration, transition into tech, and lifestyle vlog generally. So my probably want to hit on the subscribe button to join the amazing growing family. And my returning subscribers, thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. In the last couple of months, I've had conversation with people who currently work within the NHS space, and they're looking at, switching career from working in the clinical part of the NHS and exploring opportunities, in the non-clinical part. And, speaking with many of these individuals, many of them have, probably just started a family and they're in the job that is a little bit more flexible than, having to work 12 long hour shifts as a nurse or long hours working as a doctor. So many of them are looking at exploring other opportunities within the healthcare space that is not healthcare. And this is why I'm sharing this video, to share with you other opportunities within the healthcare sector that you can leverage on if you are working as a doctor with clinical experience. And if you are working as a nursing assistant, as a nurse, you can also leverage on this opportunity. Now, the first job role is project management. Now, working as a project manager within the healthcare space is an opportunity that is available across different NHS trusts here in the United Kingdom, which you definitely would be able to leverage on if you have the experience. One of the things about getting a project management role in the UK, especially within the healthcare space, is you will be required to have some level of Prince 2 certification on your CV. So if you're looking at getting into project management, you probably want to, take up the Prince 2 certification and just get the certification done in order for you to gain some level of competitive advantage for the role. Now, if you go on, on the website, as you can see on the screen, they've got some, essential criteria and desirable criteria which you must have, and this include high standard of written and spoken English, masters or equivalent, or able to demonstrate significant level of equivalent experience. So you don't necessarily need to have the masters or equivalent to get a job. If you can show some level of experience working, in the capacity of managing projects, you definitely will be able to leverage on this. Also, knowledge and understanding of a range of issues across NHS and NHS patient agenda. So someone who works as a nursing assistant or as a nurse or even as a doctor would definitely have information about all of this, because you're already in the sector and you can leverage on that knowledge and experience that you've got to sell your skill sets to this individual. So if you read out that job description here, they're quite basic job responsibilities, things around understanding MDT issues, ability to work with or through others, and a committed team player, verbal reasoning skills, demonstrate negotiation skills. So that basic interpersonal skills that you can leverage on. And as you can see, the salary for this job is about 54,000 to 60,000 pounds per annum. So this is not going to be a pay cut for you, even if you work as a doctor here in the United Kingdom. So leveraging on project manager roles across different NHS trusts, something you can take up if you're looking at getting into non-clinical job roles within the NHS. Now, the second job role you might probably want to leverage on is human resource officer. Now, for human resource officer, we know what HR do on the role, and it's very much important to read through the job description for this particular role and see if it's something that matches, your long-term goal. Now, for the HR, I mean, one of the best ways to give yourself some competitive advantage if you're looking at getting into human resource is that you need to get your CIPD certification sorted, probably level 6 or level 7 if you can, just so it helps you, scale your application and give you more opportunities within the HR space. So this particular job role, human resource officer role, the salary at the moment is about 37,000 to 44,000 pounds, which I think makes sense if you're looking at starting a new career within the NHS space. So yeah, you probably want to leverage on the HR officer role within the NHS. Now, another job role you might probably want to leverage on is, developer roles. So if you're someone who is tech savvy, you love everything tech, and you have good knowledge of softwares like of languages like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, just to mention a few, then you can actually leverage on developer roles within the NHS. So this is not limited to those who are working as working in the clinical part of NHS. If you have any experience working as a developer, or you have skills working as a developer, you can definitely leverage on this particular opportunity also within the NHS. So it's really, really key. So just read through the job description and have good experience using version control systems such as GitHub, GitLab, SVN. Yeah, with all of this knowledge, support DevOps culture and continuous deployment environments. So yeah, if you have good knowledge, so you can see you need to know Java, you need to know AWS, Lambda, you need to know HTML, CSS, JavaScript, SQL, just to mention a few. So these are some of the skills that you definitely need to possess if you're looking at, exploring developer roles within the NHS. Now, another job we want to look at is this non-coding or non-tech role, which is the information governance officer role. Now, for information governance officer role, you need to have good knowledge of, data quality. You need to have good knowledge of data protection, and working as a doctor, you definitely know or as a nurse, or as an nurse, you know how much confidential information is key within the NHS space. So just read through the job description, and you can also leverage on the information governance officer role. And that job role you can leverage on is information analyst role, and this is majorly data analyst role basically. And if you're looking at leveraging on this opportunity, it's important to also read through the job description. As you can see in here, you need to have good knowledge and experience of the use of SQL Server reporting services. So this is more like a reporting tool. Good knowledge of Power BI. You must show some level of experience, 2 years minimum experience working with data retrieval, analysis, and presentation. You're also required to show some level of at least 1 year experience using SQL. Now, these desirable criteria are not compulsory. However, if you do have these experiences, you will be able to give yourself some level of competitive advantage. So here you need to have minimum experience, 2 years working with the NHS. As I said, if you work as a nursing assistant or as a nurse or a doctor, you definitely have this experience in your belt. You have knowledge of NHS organization, data standards, and information system. I mean, going on NHS England websites, you will be able to access all of this information if you need them. So getting to data analytics within the healthcare space is another way of getting clinical roles within the healthcare sector. This is where we come in at Tech Drive. Now, at Tech Drive, we provide data analytics training to build the technical skills around the use of advanced Excel to VB and macro level. We also train you on how to create ETL pipelines for using SSIs. We also teach you how to interrogate and manipulate data on using SQL, and creating business intelligence report on Power BI. So with this training, it's a 6 weeks intensive training, and you're going to be trained around all of those tools. And aside from the technical part of the training, you also get some help with mentorship on how to apply for data analytics role. You get to work on projects that you had on your portfolio, and we also give you some level of UK work experience on your CV, basically just to give you competitive advantage when you start pushing out your application. Now, at the moment, we don't have any cohorts going on for the month of March and April. All the available slots for the current cohort are filled up. However, we have a new slot starting on the 17th of May 2025, and trust me guys, this is definitely an opportunity you don't want to miss if you're looking at transitioning into data analytics. All you need to do is to go on our website and sign up for the program. Just click on sign up here, fill the form, and you're going to get information sent across to you. On the flip side, if you want to get a quick response to your inquiry, just pop an email to techdrive06@gmail.com or send us a WhatsApp message on the number displayed on your screen. Trust me, guys, this is definitely a way to launch your career into tech and get as much support as you can. So if you're looking at getting into analytics, then contact TechDrive today to get all of the details on the next cohort starting in May 2025. Now, the last job role you can leverage on within the NHS is business analyst role. So if you're someone who's not, who doesn't have any interest in coding and you're still looking at getting into clinical roles within the NHS, then you want to leverage on the business analyst role. Now, for business analyst role, there are a couple of requirements that you're supposed to meet. For example, some of your duties would be majorly around analyzing business goal, objective, function, and processes using relevant information and data to support the definition of requirements. You need to identify, analyze, challenge, and validate business and user requirements. So there are a couple of things that you probably want to get familiar with. They are tech responsibilities basically. Now, one of the things to do to give you some competitive advantage is that you're expected to have a recognized business analyst certification, either BCS professional or IIB, CCPBA or CBAP certifications. Now, with these certifications, you give yourself some level of competitive advantage if you're looking at getting into business analysis. And also, you need to have experience working in multi-stakeholder environment, whether the commercial, public sector, or even within the NHS. And you're also expected to have some, excellent experience working effectively with diverse group of internal and external senior business and IT stakeholders, along with management of relationship across different level of seniority, excellent communication skills, written skills, oral presentation skills. These are some of the skills that you definitely need to process in order to leverage on the business analyst role within the NHS. So what are you waiting for? If you're looking at exploring non-technical roles within the NHS, all you need to do is to build the right technical skills, check out some of the job roles that I've mentioned in this video, and start your new career in tech. If you have any questions, state in the comment section. And if you're coming across this channel for the first time, do well to hit on the subscribe button to join the amazing growing family. And by returning subscribers, thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. So this will be the end of the video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you.